Hello, hello to everyone who's joining. We have a good list so far. So, yeah, thank you again very much for contributing. A few familiar names already, or not only a few, all of them are pretty familiar from the last streams. Hallo Dennis, ja, kein Stress, alles gut. Dann halt die Woche. Wir machen das ja jetzt wöchentlich, wa? Da kann man auch heute joinen. So yeah, we're doing this weekly because yeah, I think it's important to have something like this, and it makes a lot of fun to have this exchange with all of you here on the stream, to hear different opinions about tracks from other people. So yeah, very lovely. YouTube is live, but I can't see my stream in my channel. Why I can't see my stream in my channel? Okay, now it's here. Okay, perfect. So I have also the chat. Hello, Leo Funk at YouTube. So I can simultaneously see the chat in YouTube and also on Instagram. So yeah, I've made like I've asked the community which improvements we can do with the stream, and of course first of all the washing machine and the dryer is off, so no worries, no background sound hopefully this time. But also, yeah, we will definitely do a time limit like always. So from now on, I would say we will start around, maybe in 5 minutes, something like this. I mean, we have already like 6 tracks in the queue. What's good? 7. So we have already a good list. So let's say maybe about 5 minutes, and from then I would say we will do 2 hours straight. So it will be 10 minutes before 7. So we will stream till round about 10 minutes before 9 o'clock. This time I will do like a time limitation on each track. We will start with I will do it like this. We will start with 10 minutes max. So I will try to just listen and talk about every track around 10 minutes. I will always try to listen to the full track first, and then go into the feedback and maybe skip through a few parts in the track to show what I mean, or to have the example for my improvements or feedback in general of the tune. And yeah, I think we will make a lot of or we will listen to a lot of tracks today. So if everyone is getting like 10 minutes, we can make up to 12 tracks, which is good. And you are welcome, as always, to join the conversation and to give your feedback, of course, to the tracks as well. It's welcome that you give feedback. You can send music via the link in bio. Just go into my link in bio, and on top of the page of my link tree, there's like this next up link, and you just go to the next up link, put the link of your sound or of your tune in it, and then you are in the queue. So Joshua is the first here. Labridgely is also joining. So we have familiar names here on this list again. I really appreciate it. It's kind of regular guests here on the stream, what I really like. So yeah, thank you for joining every week. I really appreciate that. Feel free, mate. Just send it here in the link, and we can listen to it and give feedback. Hello, Joshua. I think you are the first one, right, on the list. So you are the first track. After that, Leo Funk, Ivan, and so on. Yeah, you're welcome. I have to say thank you. Because I really appreciate that the people are coming back every time and joining this live stream. And also contributing tracks from each or from week to week, what is also very very lovely. So from this point, I have to say thank you very much. We wouldn't have any content here. I would just sit here around like for maybe 1 hour and just talking with no one, but we have already like a good base of people joining from week to week, and that's very good. And hopefully in the future even more, because if we have more people watching these streams, more people will listen to your tunes, and more people have the opportunity to give you feedback to your tracks, what is very very important and can be very helpful, so that's great. Oh, you are from Australia, Leo Funk. Oh shit, like 4 a.m, bro. What are you doing? Oh, crazy. Damn shit, yeah. 4 a.m, man. Tough time. But I mean, it's Friday, so. I don't know if you have to work on Saturday or something, but yeah. I mean, maybe you can sleep, Yeah. It's 10 minutes before 7, so let's start. I will try to keep the time in. Yeah, I will try to keep the time limitation for each track. I will check the timer. So I will try to do it like this. I think that's the best. I think that's the best way to do it. Just with the timer on my watch. That's good. So, first track, Joshua. I think it's time. No, not it's. I don't think it is time to start. So 2 hours from now straight. I will try to do 12 tracks in total. So that's exactly 2 hours from now. So let's see. And we will start with Joshua. And we will start now. So 10 minutes for each track. And like I said, I will first listen to the whole track and then I will give feedback. And of course, you're also welcome to give feedback to the track. If you recognize something in the track. You have a very subtle lead sound, but I like it. You know, it's very, like, the movement in the background is very subtle. Yeah, I know. I said I will say give some feedback after the track, but maybe just to let you be a part of the process. I like the idea of the track so far. There's movement inside, so it's a nice bass, you know, for a track. So you have a good arrangement so far. I also like the ear candies in between, you know. Maybe the claps could need a bit of clarity. Maybe like again a bit of saturation, you know, to give to push this third harmonics, you know, which are giving like this clarity, you know, with this kind of air effect, you know. general, maybe the mids could like they need like more excitement. I mean, you have like the pan effect on one of the synths, which is good, creates kind of a stereo effect, but I think with a bit of excitement, like an amp, for example, using overdrive, saturation, something which is like which is giving this third harmonics I like these kind of subtle tracks, you know, which are not too overpowered. So the bass of the track in general is good. All the selected sounds are also very good. I think this is a very good bass for a track, you know, so you can work on it. The only thing I really would work again on it, or maybe like rethink it, is maybe the arrangement, because it's the track's minimalistic, you know, but there's like missing this. There's like missing this in the second part. There's not like coming something, you know, new in it. So it loses its tension in a way, you know. So you are not creating, or you're trying to create a bit of tension, you know, in the track, but it's in the second part that is completely like missing. It's kind of the same as in the first part, you know. So maybe trying to create a bit more tension. You can like play with the automations of the lead sound, for example, or putting like SFX sounds on the bleep sound or whatever, and maybe overdriving them and stuff like this. They're super crazy ways to make things interesting, you know. In general, nice bass for a track. I like the very minimalistic and subtle vibe of the track. So it's going into a very good direction. Let me just check the low end real quick. I've already said something about the claps. In general, I would add more saturation, you know, to the track, so it's missing a bit. That always, you know, the tracks are sounding a bit too dull if you don't have saturation, but don't overdo it, you know. So don't make it too extreme, so the track can sound very broken if you add too much saturation. So less is more, you know. Add it to add a bit of this clarity, and you know, to add these third harmonics, which are very important and which are like pushing the mids a bit into the front of the mix. And this can really sound more hi-fi, you know, let's say hi-fi. So saturation, big thing. You can use amps, you can use an overdrive. I would always suggest to do it with a separate track. So a lot of people are taking an amp and putting it on the sound and just like trying to adjust with the sound. I would never do it like this to add this third harmonics. I will do it always with a parallel compression, with a parallel track, where you have like, you can send the let's say you can work with send return, for example, like having a return track where there's an overdrive or amp or saturation or whatever, and then you're sending your track to the saturator and adjust the volume per taste, you know, and then you will add the harmonics. Don't, like I said, don't go too extreme. That can really destroy the track in a way and make them too overpresent the mids, but it is a way to give them this crystal clean effect, you know, and they're sounding more hi-fi then. Let me check the low end. Oh, it's 10 minutes. So I will just really quickly check the low end. But for me, it sounds okay. I would need to listen, if you like add the saturation and everything, I would need to listen to the whole track again to give like a final feedback to the mix down. So you always need the big picture in the end to see, because like I said, if you add harmonics and add like harmonics to the mids and everything else can go on the back, and then the mix is getting like difficult is the wrong word, like I hope you know what I mean. So the mix can I don't have the right word on English, that's missing right now, but you can break the mix however, you know. So yeah, to have like the or to give the final feedback, I would need to listen to the, let's say, final version of the mix, and then we can go with the final feedback and focusing on the mix down. So very nice. I like the track. Idea is good. Like I said, maybe just adding like this like crystal effect and saturation. And what's also nice would be to rethink about the second part. So short feedback, is that better? I hope this is enough feedback, you know. That's the thing. It's very hard to keep that in 10 minutes, you know. But I will try. So Leofunk, you're the next one. 10 minutes from now. The low end is very heavy. The punch is coming through, so it's good, but maybe in the like total mix it can be too much over present. But let's check the other elements when they're coming in and everything. I like the sounds. I think you have to fix them low end a bit. Do you have like a low cut or something on the sub bass? I think the bass line is fine, you know. I think it's like the low end in general. I really like how you have processed this very hypnotic bleepy synthesizer, you know? But the rest of the track sounds very dry in a way. Especially this one sound which is coming in and taking the lead for a short time instead of the bleep sound, you know? Ooh, that was the thing. I was like, oh, a pet would be very nice in the track as well. Maybe this pet has to come more than once and maybe like longer or something, you know, on one of the parts. Maybe the first or second part, doesn't matter. Maybe playing with it. Because it's a nice sound, you know. The idea is not bad from the track, definitely. Maybe the bass line is a bit too, because Garo said the other way around. He said the kick is too loud and heavy, and the bass line could be louder. I think it is kind of the other way around. So the kick is fine. I think the low end is sounding a bit too overpresent in a way. So that's the question now. Maybe it's too heavy, you know. I mean, if you see the wave line is very like thick, and this is sometimes a sign for very heavy bass lines. Of course, also you see it's cutted in a way. That can also be like SoundCloud for sure, but I think the low end needs a bit of processing. So. Maybe the I don't know. I've asked if you put saturation. If you put a low cut on the sub bass. Leo Fang, are you here? I'm not sure because I saw you on YouTube, but I don't know if you're on YouTube or if you're here on Instagram. Just checking both chats simultaneously. But you haven't said anything yet, so it would be interesting to know if you're here. We're doing the feedback, you know, but you're not here. I can also send these videos to the people afterwards, so that's not a problem. You can always check it on YouTube. That's also fine. So would also work. So just to let you know on Instagram, so when you want to check the videos afterwards, you can check all the sessions on my YouTube channel afterwards. I will let all the videos online, even if they just have 30 clicks, doesn't matter. It's if you want to re-listen to the feedback, just go on my YouTube channel and rewatch the stream. Okay. So do you have like a low cut on the sub or something? Because somehow, I don't know, it sounds very like muddy in a way, a bit too overpresent. Can have different aspects or matters why it's sounding like this. So I'm just asking to try to find it out, which one it could be. 2 minutes left. So in general, the track is nice. It's just like maybe the low end, you definitely have to fix the low end. I would like to hear when this sound is coming in. Where is it? This one. There's a bit of reverb, I think, Hall effect, but if you compare it to the others, you know, it's kind of this it has kind of this atmospheric vibe. This one is coming, you know, and it sounds very dry and compared to the other, which is fine, can be the style, you know, also good. Or you can also try to keep the decay very low, and it creates a completely nice contrast to the other sound also. I'm not sure if it fits 100%, but that's on your choice. It's your track, you know. In general, I like the idea of the track. Maybe this Atmos sound could come once more in the track, or 2 times more, you know, because I like the sound. I think it could add something which is missing in the beginning of the track, so in the first part. So cleaning the mud would be very nice. So adding. So maybe a low cut on the sub bass, maybe like lowering the volume a bit, try it out, and then you also can work with parallel compression. Never forget that. You can also use doubler for the sub or for the low end if you want to add maybe a bit low end on the sides is wrong, you know. You have to keep it mono till 180 hertz, but you can add like from the bass line after the 180 hertz, you can add a bit to the sides as well to give it maybe a bit of the stereo effect. So done. 10 minutes. Do you like this 10 minutes? Let me know. Yeah, I saw that, Leo. I saw that you're on YouTube. I'm simultaneously checking both chats, so I've seen that you're writing in the chat, so all good. I saw everything. Understood. Clear the mud. Okay, I saw that. Okay. Maybe one question in the chat. Do you like this 10 minutes? You know, is that fine for you in the chat? Can we work with that, or is it too short? Do you think we need more? It's good to. I think so too. Like 10 minutes is totally fine. If the track needs or is 8 minutes long, of course it's hard to give like a feedback in 2 minutes. But that's the reason why I first thought, okay, let's listen to the tracks and give the feedback afterwards. But I think also just hanging and checking the track and doesn't say anything to the track is weird a bit for me as well. Maybe that's my ADHD head, but I have to talk. I have to say it directly, or I will forget it. So I think in the 10 minutes we can definitely go with a bit of rough feedback. That's, I think, pretty good. So yeah, Leo Funk, nice track. So keep going, mate. Cleaning the mud, working a bit on the storytelling of the track would be good, and maybe adding a bit of atmosphere more, you know. But it's up to you as well. Of course, it's your track, you know. In the end, I'm just giving my feedback to it. It's my personal opinion, and my personal opinion is not the opinion, you know. So in the end, everybody can do whatever they want. So I'm just sharing my thoughts about it. Yo, Ivan, you're the next one. So everybody's fine with the 10 minutes. I'm also pretty fine with that. So we will keep doing this with the next track by Ivan. Very nice idea of the track. I also like the sounds. Maybe the kick is a bit too like sub heavy. Do I have a low cut on it? And if yes, where? I would like to go back, but I will try to listen to the end. We will have another chance to re-listen to the track. I wasn't sure if maybe like a bit of hall in the track in general and on some of the elements would help, but this is very it fits in a way, you know? Oh, that's a good feedback, Garrus. Kick is a bit of out of tune compared to the synth. Have you checked that, Ivan? Yeah, that's super important. You have always to check the tune, you know? Leo Funk says, I would stick to the beginning and stay there. Yeah, I would also say that Leo Funk said it in the YouTube chat. I think it would be good to like maybe rethink the second part of the track. In general, it's a nice idea, you know. I like the track in general, but maybe the second part is a bit, you know, the first part is like kicking and the second part is like, okay, I know where we are now, you know, and there's missing like this second wow if moment. This is very nice, you know. So we are coming to this part of the track. I like that, you know. So we have the track is very nice so far. Then we have this very crazy break. Bum bum. This came very like unexpected. I like that, but in the second part, the idea is not bad, you know, but I think you have to rethink the second part of the track. It's very nice, I think, until like 2 minutes 40 or something. This is also nice, and then at 2 minutes 40, it's getting like, okay, I know where I am. But in general, nice track. So maybe the kick should be definitely like let's go first to that what Garo said. Very important, always tune your kick to the rest of the track, so so it has to fit in a way, you know. I'm also not that musician, but I always like trying to see when I'm doing it in like the track in F or something. I'm always trying to keep it in the F scala, you know, and stuff like this. It's very important. So things can sound very out of tune if you don't do that, and then somehow the energy of the track or somehow the track in general isn't working, even if it's a good idea in general. So this track is a good idea, so you definitely have to check the tunes of each element. So use a tuner. There's an Ableton as a plugin which is called Tuner. Put it on your kick, put it on the rest of your different layers, and check the tune, and then check the scala if it's, or the scale if it's in the same scale, you know, and then work on that, you know, and then adjust it. And this can like improve the mix as well. And check the low end. It's very important to check the low end. I think it's a bit too sub heavy. Maybe you have to make a low card or something in the kick, because there's way too much body in the kick for me personally. But maybe somebody in the chat has a different opinion. But I think it's way too much body. We can start or we can like. Or maybe it's just this. There's like a sub bass or something, or a second bass, or like underneath sometimes. Maybe this one is too bass heavy, sub heavy. So maybe you have to cut it a bit, you know. Or use the cycle of fifth to check which notes are compatible. Yeah. I'm always, to be honest, I'm really cheating in that way. I'm using like the Ableton. Ableton has this MIDI keyboard, you know, and then you just can go on F scale and then check which ones are in the F scale and stuff like this, major, minor. Because I've learned that everything, but yeah, I've also forgot a lot of things. And yeah, so I mean, I know how chords are working in a way, so it works sometimes, but I'm very lazy. So for the lazy people, tried it out. It's easier. I still work on a progress. The second pad was more of an experiment. Yeah, in general, nice idea. So a few things to change. I don't know, like I said, maybe a bit of hall is missing for me personally, but in general it's nice. So a good idea. Rethink the second part, work on the body of the kick or of the sub kick which is underneath the kick, and yeah, you're on a good way. And then we would need to check the total mix again to see where are the problems, and yeah. So, under 10 minutes, 14 seconds left. That's nice. So, Ivan, keep going, mate. I mean, you are sending nice stuff. The ideas of your tracks are very innovative in a way. So, keep going, mate. I really like the stuff you're doing. There's really like mixed down things you have to adjust, and we can really... you can really make something out of that. So steady, something less upbeat but more profound. It's the last unreleased track. It needs some work, but I'd love to hear feedback. Steady, are you here? I think I already saw you. Wait, just off top, if you have a sec, something wrong with Steph Medicina's Stone Techno Live, no? You have wrote the comment, right? I was like, I saw the comment and saw Leo Funk, and I was like, I've heard that name before. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what, I've noticed this as well, and Ahmed also wrote me like a text message that it sounds like panned too much to the right, and also like the low end is very muddy. Yeah, I've also heard that, and it's interesting because in my mastering file it's not like this. But I definitely have to check it in the studio again, because in my I've made an analysis of the track quickly, and it looks everything fine, you know. But I don't know. I've also wrote like Arte, because Arte is. I mean, I'm finishing the masterings, and I'm sending them to Arte, and Arte are like sending them to the artists with the final video of the stream. And Steady, we will come to your track real quick, just short thing. And usually the artists are approving it, and if not, I get like, hey, the artist wrote like he doesn't like the low end, or he wants to have like this and that. And yeah, I mean, live recordings are always pain, and or not always, but they can be pain in a way, especially if you have this also atmosphere you have to add to the streams. But Steph wasn't the problem, you know. Steph was fine. Steph was very linear, and I've just had to layer them to make like a bit of EQing and to compress them, like glue them, and everything was fine. So my file is sounding fine, but YouTube is sounding strange. Definitely, it sounds like it's way too much on the right side. Maybe because I don't see the videos before, you know. I just sent the audio, and like artists giving the video to the artist, and I don't see the audio, so the final product anymore. And I'm just seeing it when it's released on YouTube. And yeah, I was also, so maybe there was a mistake in the export of Arte. But like I said, I have to check it in the studio to see if it's still my audio, or is maybe I don't know where the mistake is. So I'm totally on your side. The audio could sound way better. Maybe it is Leo Funk. I don't know. I can send you the audio file. You can listen to it, to my mastering. You can listen to it. I think it's fine. I've heard it in my headphones, all good. But what is definitely thing, Steph has really much going up on his sides. But I always try to not do too much on the original, you know. So the artists are playing it with this, with these, with on their style, you know. So they're like doing the mix down and everything, and I'm just trying to keep it as original as possible. Of course, if the sound is distorted, okay, if it's distorted, the audio is shit, so you don't have much things you can improve. But you know, I'm trying to fix like volume variations and stuff like this. But I want to I always try to keep the sound as original as possible, because I think in the end it's also the sound the people heard it on the festival. But I've already talked with that about with Ahmed, so we will see how we do it next year. I can send you the audio, and then you can re-listen. Wait, give me just a sec. I will do it afterwards, right? So we are losing a much of time. So, Carlos, have a nice weekend. I didn't see your message here on here on Instagram. the set was super fire. The atmosphere was amazing. It was a total destruction by Steph, and also the people went nuts. So you can hear it in the atmo. No worries, you don't have to say sorry. So I will send you the audio afterwards. So let's go to Steady, who sent his track. Steady's here. I saw his message. 10 minutes. That's a pre-master, right? So it's like mastered, right? Because it's super loud. Have you put something like Ozone or something? Have you made a self-mastering? Crazy, it's super loud, man. Have you a limiter on it or something? Have you put the saturator on the master? Kalkbrenner vibes. Yeah, I also like the atmosphere of the track. I like the certain elements in the track. I mean the idea of the track is nice. So the certain layers you have created here, the sounds are very nice. I'm not sure if I'm the fan of this like leady sound or this lead synth, you know, which is like sounding like a trumpet in a way. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. Of course, but that's of course also like matter of taste in the end. If you like it, that's fine. It's still like a nice vibe. Maybe you have to process it also a bit. I'm not sure how you processed all these synths. The kick is maybe too overpresent in a way. That's a bit too punchy, everything in the beginning. So that was the reason why I had to like go like lowering down the volume a bit. It's really like if you have the headphones on full volume, it's like bam, it's knocking you out for a short second. So maybe the kick is a bit too overpresent here. It's pumping in a bit, but that can also be a stylistic thing. I like these sounds, so carefully. There are some elements I feel like they could be more present if the bass would be so heavy. Which bass? So which bass do you mean? Like, I have to check the timer. 3 minutes. In general, it's the vibe is nice. You know, I'm a big fan of this sound. Of course, it's kind of like this. It has this slightly interstellar vibes. And I think the procession of this track is very of this sound is very nice. So like I like the Hall effect on it, and it's a delay on it, I think. If the bass would not be so heavy. Okay, good. Now I understand it. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. So the low end is very like pushing the low end is pushing the mids way in the back. So you definitely have to also like lowering down the low end in general. It's a bit too overpresent in this track. So everything else is like getting in the back of the mix, and it's destroying a bit the vibe of the track, you know. So you could definitely bring much more the mids in front, and this could definitely fill up the track a bit more. You don't have to in this track. You don't need a heavy, punchy low end. Maybe like lowering down a bit would definitely lighten up the mix in general, and you would have like this very hi-fi-ish effect in the end again, you know. And I think this would definitely like underline the vibe of the track. Is it possible to see the whole screen, or is there no support for Instagram? How do you see it? I mean, I see it like this, you know, if you see it. I don't know how you see it. If you want, you can also join via YouTube. That's also possible if you don't see it. But I see it in a 16:9 scale. Closing the stream and coming back worked. Okay, maybe you just have to do the same as Dennis. This can help out. So, nice vibe, Steady. I like it. Just maybe make a few adjustments on the low end. I think would definitely lighten up the mix a bit. So the mids would come more up front in the mix, and I think that would definitely do it. Yeah, the kick is way too overpresent for sure. And, but like I said it already like a few times in the stream, low end is a very difficult thing, you know. Most of the people are working with headphones, and it's also very hard. Sometimes the people have the feeling if they don't hear the kick, it's bad, but it's not all. I mean, you have to hear the kick, but you don't have to hear it as much as possible on your headphones, because you have to always think when you give the track to the mastering, it's going to be loud and up, and things which are already loud and compressed are getting even more compressed, and that can really like ruin your low end. You know, the dynamic is completely gone and everything. So, and it's sounding just bumpy and yeah, just way too much. Yeah, the track is nice. So we have a good track here. Just have to work a bit on the details. So, Dennis, heute endlich dann da. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, 10 minutes from now for Dennis. Let's listen to your. Oh, it's via Dropbox, so let's see if this works. Sometimes Dropbox is not the best platform, but let's see. I mean, it's sound-wise, it's good because I've already explained this as well. SoundCloud is like compressing the audio files always, but yeah, Dropbox is not doing that. But I have often the problem with Google. Dropbox is not the problem. With Google Drive, I don't know why, but sometimes Google Drive isn't working on my computer. Also the low end very overpresent here. You definitely have to work on the low end. The groove is sick, yeah, but low end way too overpresent is killing all the rest of the mix a bit. It's also sounding a bit distorted. and not distorted on a purpose. Yeah, no. Also, the synth sound will definitely need a bit of third harmonics, so saturation would work good here as well. I'm working with the... wait a sec. I'm using the Beyerdynamics DT 1770? I think so. The groove of the track is nice, yeah. Like I said, the low end is maybe a bit too overpresent, or not maybe, I think it's way too overpresent, so I would definitely recommend to fix this, so lower down the volume a bit of the low end. Don't forget, if you do the mastering, you will push everything up again, and it can be way too loud. It can ruin your low end if it's way too overpresent. Also, the mids are not present in a way, so lower down the low end, the mids will get more into the front, but also you definitely need to add a bit of clarity, a bit of air in the mids. So for sure, I would also work with saturation here, or overdrive, whatever. Use whatever you want to like add these third harmonics. The head's alright. I don't know what it is, to be honest. I have to check it again. Let me check that real quick. Sounding broken, but that can be on purpose. And they will also come a bit more into the front, you know, if you're lowering down the low end. So, nice track. Like I said, sound-wise, I would adjust a few things, especially the low end. The rest can be fixed by if you adjust the low end. Try it out. If the punch is like going away, try to use like parallel compression, but not too much. Also, with the send return. And add the volume per taste. So yeah, can help a lot. to fix the rest of the mix, but of course you have to check it after you lowering down the volume if the mix is still fine. I would definitely add like saturation as well, so the third harmonics, so the clarity is missing, the R is missing, yeah, and this can help out. Yeah, that's the thing. I hope you can work with the feedback. Dennis, it's so funny, like Steady wrote, it's the it's the DT 1770 Pro. Here it is. So, but these are just the I'm listening quickly to tracks and stuff. This headphones are not the best ones for reference listening, trust me. I mean, you can give like a rough feedback on tracks and everything. The headphones I would really love to use are these ones. These are the Audi's. I think they're XLC or something, or something like this. But I don't have like my problem is I don't have a preamp here in my home office, and that's the reason why I can't use it, because these headphones are only making sense with a preamp. These are totally fine also on the computer, but yeah, there are way better headphones, definitely. So thank you very much, Dennis, for contributing. I really appreciate that. We're still 30 seconds here. Teleco. We will listen to your track real quick. Just give me a sec. Just want to send something here, because I said it. To Leo Funk. I will send it to Leo. I will send you the Steph Menezidis file, and you can listen to it. Maybe it's just my ear, but I think it's sounding completely different. But check it out and let me know. I would really appreciate feedback on that. Leo Funk. Here it is, mate. Check it out. Like I said, I've checked it real quickly here at home, and it looks fine for me. But I definitely have to check it in the studio as well. But my audio file sounds completely different than the audio on YouTube. I don't know why. So, Teleco. Girls Power. I like that. I really appreciate it. I'm saying that every week, but we definitely need more girls who are producing. We definitely need more female artists and producers. So keep going. Feel free to send me your tunes here in the on the Feedback Friday. We will go through them and try to improve the mixes and everything if necessary. Yeah, do that, Ivan. All good. It's a good track so far. Let me know what you think about the tune here, chat. Maybe a bit too long, the track. I would shorten it up. The track is nice, so I think sound design wise it's sounding fine. I think what I would do is also, again, I don't know if you added some saturation on, for example, the heads also. Maybe they would need a bit of air, you know, to sound more like getting this clear effect or hi-fi-ish effect. I'm not sure about the second part. So the thing is, the track is very minimalistic in a way. It's very 4 to the flow, minimalistic. But at a certain point, you are missing me a bit. Or not missing, you're losing me, like arrangement wise. So I'm not sure with the second part. So that's the thing. Maybe the chat has a different opinion than me. Clean tracks, okay, yeah. So have you? It's kind of, you have this, let's say, big drop after 1 minute, and so you have a long intro with 25 seconds, and 1 minute 10 seconds later you have the big drop coming. Then you have a short break, which is fine. But then it's really like getting, like, I I don't know if I would change, the parts or something. I'm not sure. But somehow in the end you're missing like my attention, and the thing is, I'm not playing these kind of music. It's not this sound is not fitting in my. I'd say just this track wouldn't fit in my sets, because I wouldn't know what to play before and afterwards and how to get to this point to play this track, so it wouldn't fit into my sound. It's a nice track. The thing is, just in general, taste wise, or let's say music storytelling wise, it's kind of like losing its attention, or you will lose the listener on the dance floor because it's very repetitive and it's very like it has kind of like a very long outro. So you have this big break after 2 minutes, it's fine, and then you have this short break after 3 minutes, it's also fine, but then it's getting very like I would shorten up something here, maybe 5 minutes 27 seconds are too long. Maybe you have to rethink the second part of or that's now, let's say, more even the third part. So this is the first part, that's then the second part, and then like third part, and then you come to the outro. Maybe it's something to change here, or to make like some variations, or to add something. I'm not pretty sure what is missing, but I would definitely recommend to do something here, to have like this. You want to surprise the listener in the second part. You just try to think of like pop songs, for example, where you're listening to and you're like, oh, this is a very good song, and then the chorus is coming, then the refrain, everything, and like, oh, nice, and then the second part, and in the last part everything is like coming, and there's something new, and they're like, oh my god, what is this for a nice track. And I'm always trying to think about this, like to take the listener on a journey, but to always keep them surprised in a way. So also, at the end of the track, and then the intro and the outro is just to fade the track in and to fade the track out. Everything in between is like a big surprise box for the listeners. So try to keep them over the whole time of the main part of the tracks, in between the fade in and the fade out of the track. Surprise them. Be crazy. I mean, don't like overload the track, but try to make like surprising moments in the track, or change maybe also the, I don't know, like the synth sound, the lead sound, or whatever. There are different ways to do that. Add a delay or something, or whatever. The track is actually being made to be layered. Also fine. That's, of course, if that is the intention behind the track, that's also fine. It's just my, like I said, it's just my personal opinion. I think tracks should also have like their own standing in a way, and work on themselves. So of course you can produce tracks just for layering, do that also fine. I think just you can still try to make a track which is like keeping the attention of the listener over the whole track as alone, not with a different track underneath, or with two different tracks underneath your track, or your track is a layer on another track, or whatever. But sound wise, I think it's the mix down sounds fine for me. You are not over presenting the low end, so nice. Okay, I make it a bit of or I took a bit more time for this feedback, but I think that's very important also for the rest of the chat. Is it too late to send a track? I don't know. Try it out, man. Send a track. We will see if we will do it or not. We have like 50 minutes left or something. No, 40 minutes. Sorry, 50 minutes. I'm so bad at math. Like 40 minutes left. So just send it out. Put it in the queue. We will see if we will find the time. So. Aldo. Next one. The sub bass is really heavy. It's really like, sorry, I'm listening to the track, but somehow it's like eating up the kick a bit. I would maybe lower down the volume of the sub bass a bit. Add a return track, send the kick to a saturator, just add a bit of it, and then maybe also like parallel compression to glue them up. But I like the vibe of the track. It's dark, mysterious, deep, like that. Yeah, the synth is nice. But you definitely have to adjust the low end. It's a bit too much, you know? Vibe of the track is nice, lovely, and also the storytelling and everything is nice. I like the track. It's really just the low end. Very nice track, yeah. Aldo, you are here? I'm doing the feedback, I'm not sure if you're here. So the track length is perfect. I like it. I really like it. It's just like I said, maybe the low end is really, or not maybe, you definitely have to adjust the low end. So try to rework the sub. It's very heavy, and the rest will fix hopefully. If not, we will see. Just try it out. Like I said, maybe lowering down the sub. So it can happen that the kick is getting like its presence back. If not, I would try to do, or what I would try to do is to take the kick, send it to a saturator, record this saturation to another track and add it as a layer to the kick, and then adjust per taste, and then you will get this these third harmonics of the kick, which is getting which is adding maybe a bit of this clarity in the kick, so everything is getting, so the kick is getting more present and it's sounding maybe better in the mix in general in the low end. And then try to do a glue compression, parallel compression to add punch and everything else, and this can really help out in this low end. But in general the track is nice, so I like the idea and everything. Good job here. We have still 4 minutes left. That was a short feedback. I don't know. Do you want to to hear more about the track? I'm a fan of it. So nice. Yeah, today we are rushing through the tracks, man. Sometimes it works if you set yourself limits. So maybe we will listen to all the tracks today. Who knows? Labrigli is the next one. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Would like to hear your feedback regarding the mixing and sound design as create everything from scratch. From scratch. Yeah, let's listen to it, man. Yeah, they really did the job for sure. I would put the low shelf EQ on the kick, maybe around 30, 25 hertz, something like this, and then try to go first with maybe 1 or 2 dB. Because the low end sounds very muddy. think the track really needs hall. The vibe is nice, you know, the idea of the track is good. The sound design is just... you have to work on it, definitely. Oh, this low end is really killing the track, unfortunately. The idea is nice. Leo Funk also said maybe a wider panorama, yeah. I would go with you. Too centered, yeah. So the idea of the track is nice, the low end is very muddy. The rest is also, I would definitely recommend to give a bit of a hall effect on certain layers. And maybe really to brighten up the track a bit. It sounds way too mono. So you really need like... This is very important when you have these kind of techno music, you know, this very atmospheric, dark, deep, vibey music. Then you need panorama. The track has to sound big, you know, and it's sounding a bit thin. Local analyst said that. That's fine. That's the point. So widen up the thing. So hall effect on certain layers. Low end is a problem definitely here, and yeah, definitely also the big thing, saturation, not too much, but definitely recommended to do that here. What do you use, or Labrigi, you here? What do you think about the feedback? What is your opinion? Are you going with the feedback here? Labrigi, you still here? I'm not sure, I'm just talking, but I don't know. Yes, you are here. My list is saying you're here. But let's talk about the idea. It's good. So you have the base of the track. The certain layers are fine. You just really have to like widen up the track, widen up the panorama. And yeah, fix the low end for sure. That it's way too. Like I said, maybe add. I'm not sure if you have like a layered your kick with the sub with the body and with the click and everything, or do you use just one kick? I would definitely put a low shelf. Mixing from headphones is really hard. I know that. Low shelf on the kick. Like I said, maybe 1 or 2 dB with like around 25 hertz or something. Try it out. Maybe 20, maybe 25, 30. Check out what is better. 4 layers for kick. I mean, if I'm personally not the biggest fan of layering kicks, but I know that people are doing that, and it can sound very nice. But it can also, it's very hard to glue them. You know, this can be very problematic, mixdown wise. So you definitely have to really go in detail with the mixing of the kick and the layering. My God. I'm layering. Yeah, it's getting late. I glue them with Analog Heat MK2. I am not. I can't remember, to be honest, how the Heat sounds like anymore. I had the MK1. I don't know how the MK2 is sounding. But it doesn't matter in the end. It's more if you have certain, so all the layers of the kick are like in the same spectrum, you know, they have a presence in the same spectrum, and this can be really difficult. So you definitely have to check the EQing of each track and each layer, and this can be very hard because certain frequencies are killing each other, and so they they can really disturb each other in a way, mixing wise. Talking about late 5 a.m. That's not late, bro. That's early. That's fucking early, man. 4:30 a.m. It's not late. I mean, depends on if you are still awake, it's late. But if you woke up, it's very early. So it comes, it depends on the on the way you look on the time. So Labridji, I think we said everything about the track. Definitely a nice idea, but you definitely have to go through the mixdown again, and fix a few things there. Again, recommendation really from my side, try to find a good preamp for your headphones. Sometimes the preamp is more important than the headphones, but of course good headphones are also very recommended. I have these of Audis. These are way too, I mean, unfortunately they're very expensive. I was so Ahmed bought them, and I bought them from him because he wasn't using them anymore, and I thought like, oh yeah, that's a good chance to get good headphones. And I have these headphones now, and they're really, really good. But yeah, like I said, a really good headphone preamp is really, really helpful. And then go through the mixdown with a good headphone with a good preamp and fresh ears, and that can really help out a lot. And really listen to tunes you like, put them in an analysis tool, check the spectrum of tracks. And I'm using Metric AB. This is very, very helpful. And you can see nearly everything. I mean, I have also Wavelab, which is a mastering tool or software, you know, so you can see even more in Wavelab. And much more detailed. But I'm still using also in Wavelab, I'm using Metric AB. And then check your reference tracks and compare it to your own tracks with AB and everything. That's really like, that's a really nice, a really, really nice tool, VST. I really can recommend everybody. It's if anybody, if you have the Plugin Alliance subscription, you can just, you can download it for free in the subscription. It's 16, I think it's like $17 or something per month, which is maybe a lot, but if you just think about how expensive these tools are, like each tool is like around what, 50 to 100 euros, dollars, whatever. And the subscription is nice. You can always, after the end of the subscription, you can you get 3 of the VSTs for free, and you can use it in for lifetime. So I think that's a really good deal. But I'm just saying, I'm not supported by Plugin Alliance. I'm just a big fan of the tools and their plugins. So Metric AB, game-changing tool. Trust me, game-changing plugin. If you are producing with analog gear, the digital analog conversion is huge. Yeah. Or you have, in an ideal world, you have a good ADDA converter, but these things are super expensive. I mean, if you buy a preamp for, good preamps are really, I'm talking about good preamps that are like starting around, can start around like minimum 500 euros. There's this one from Neve, but they are way better, way better preamps, and they are around somewhere between 1,500 and 3,000 euro. There, you know, like sky's the limit in the end again. And yeah, but if you want to produce on a long-term view, really give a shit on on hardware, like synthesizer. I mean, I also have like a Nava 9 drum machine. I have a Yocta 2, which is like the 808 rebuild. I have a Percons. I have like modular stuff here, and I don't know. But honestly, the most important thing, you can really emulate a lot of things with plugins. And the plugins these days are really, really good, honestly. And I'm always saying that the sound you are creating in the end, the most important thing is how you proceed the things, or how you process the things. Not proceed, like how you process the things. And you can make digital instruments sounding better than analog instruments in the end. If you, or be careful with this statement, because of course analog is always having its like, so digital instruments are coming really, really closely to analog, but analog still has its characteristic and everything. Don't get me wrong, but a good produced digital instrument sounds way better than a bad produced analog instrument. So if you want to produce on a good level, really the first thing you definitely should buy is or you should work on is a good like listening situation. A good room, which is expensive, I really can tell you that. I mean, I build up one room and I know how expensive these professional sounding rooms can be. Just maybe to give you a short insight, I think the first room I've built it was around 20,000 euros or something. Maybe that's also a bit. We built everything on our own, but just like the concept of the room and the visualizations and the material and everything together was around something, and the sound, the monitors and everything was around, like, I think 20,000 euros. So that's maybe a bit too much. Not everybody has 20,000 euro, but I mean, I took I took money from the bank. I asked the bank for money, but not everybody has to do that, you know. Maybe keep it first on a, let's say, more payable level and buy good preamp and good headphones. If you want to do it on a long term, really, that's the thing you definitely should do, is my opinion. I think that's one of the things that a lot of producers are really underestimating, like a good sound. So I was talking a bit too much again. So we're heading to Prowler. We have three. Let's see. I will try to make it. We will see how long. Everybody has 10 minutes, but I said I will do that till 9. So I said 2 hours, but I will stream till 9. So I will try. So ideally 2 tracks, but maybe we can do also 3 tracks. And let's see how far we get. So next track by Prowler. And let's listen to the track. Hello, Prowler. So good so far. very on point, these heads. And the perfect moment, adding extra energy. So far so good, yeah. I'm waiting for the second part. Now I need something, you know? Leo Funk is our stereo expert. our panorama expert. Yeah, maybe. The track is fine, you know, but the second part is really like you're losing me again. I mean, it's not much you have to add or something, you know. I don't even know what you can add, but the second part is very unsurprising, you know. I need something in the second part. So the track is really nice to the break, and I mean the break is not really like making like, it's not like a big release, you know, like it's not like, oh, but it's okay. Doesn't have to be that way, you know. Not every break has to be like this moment, you know, where you're losing everything yourself, and you know, on a dance hall. But after that, it's like, come on, I'm waiting the whole time on something, but it's not coming, you know. And that's the thing. So it's very disappointing in the end when the track is finished and you're like, you know, nothing happened anymore in the second part. There wasn't this surprising moment in the second part. And that's the thing. It's a nice track. Here Leo Funk is also saying it's very mono. I would love to download the tracks, you know, as well, to compare it as with mono and sides and everything. I'm sometimes very bad in hearing these things, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't have this good or such good ears, but yeah, I also think like there could be much brighter or wider panorama. But yeah, in general, nice idea of a track. Also, like I said, the first part is nice, the vibe is nice, the certain layers are nice. So you have a good bass. Work on it. I would really rethink the second part of the track. Maybe not rethink it, but add something, and to keep it interesting, you know, till the end. Track length is also totally fine with 5:30, so I think it's not much missing. Panorama and the second part, which is giving a surprise or keeping the tension high till the end of the track. So, Eniro pushed himself up to the top. I want to listen an artist or a couple of EPs. I want to listen an artist or a couple of EPs or singles that you recommend are really good. Please, I would like to listen. Oh, I don't get the message, bro. You have to. What do you mean? Sure, Prowler. I mean, we have still 15 minutes, local analyst. Maybe we will get it. I will click on it and I will give the track 10 minutes. Let's see. Already low end is super heavy. Everybody's pushing the low end so much. That's so crazy. Also, it sounds very distorted in a bad way. Can you hear that? Oh yeah, the idea is very nice. I like the idea. Maniro, are you here in the chat? Try to lower down the volume of the low end. It's way too powerful, man. It sounds distorted in a way. You will listen to the first okay. I like the idea, the track is nice. But you know what the problem is with this distortion? It's cracking, you know, a bit in the headphones, and that's a sign that it's a bit too much. Ooh. But fire track, man. is fire, but it's just a bit too loud, I think. But the details are nice. The track is fire. Really, the idea, so the arrangement is nice. The automation of the synth is very on point. The certain percussions and heads are really picking up the energy on point. So wow. I'm sucker for a ride. Yeah, maybe, but I think that's maybe it's right, but honestly the track is good as it is. I would just do a second mix down with a bit less distortion, because it's sounding a bit cracky, you know, on the headphones. So you have to imagine if you master the track and it's sounding already like really compressed, so very loud. If you play this track in a club compared to other tracks, it's also very important. You can crash the dance floor with the loudness of this track, and every track which is coming afterwards is really like it's hard to keep up the energy, you know, after such a loud track. And yeah, can be difficult. So and also it's pain for every sound system if you have very distorted tracks, and distorted in a bad way, you know, so over compressed and not like added as a characteristic distortion. Nice. I don't know, so I just can give like short feedback to the sound design and nothing else. So nice, good. I like that. So, local analyst, we try the clipper from plug-in alliance when your mic is again, so decrease the... We try the clipper from plug-in alliance when your mic is again, so... okay, now I understand. I had to read it like 3 times, okay. I'm not a big fan of clipping, to be honest, but or clippers in general, but I know that people are working with it. I know that famous sound engineers are working with it. I'm just like I'm not using it for my, or I haven't used it yet. You know, that's the thing, and I haven't used it in the right way or correct way yet. But maybe that will change in the future. There's always room for improvement. Maybe Clipper is one way to improve my mix down as well. Yeah, I would say that's the last track for today. We will listen to Local Analyst, and after that I will go offline again. And yeah, I've already like streamed 15 minutes longer than I have said I will stream. So I think that's fair. I don't know how many tracks we did now. Did somebody count? Yeah, bleeps are always nice, but if you overdo it, you know, and if you like keep it too simple, they can really ruin the track as well. But let's see. Local analyst still here? Yeah, Austin. This subtle change. Oh. Ooh, I like the vibe of the track. It's very interesting how the bleep sounds, so this very low tone and this high pitch tone are really like giving like the leads from each to other. So changing, you know, sometimes the very high note is taking over the lead and the low tone is getting the lead back and so on. Then these subtle changes. Nice. Claudio and Luigi tapping you on the shoulders. And maybe a bit more of atmosphere pets and stuff like this would add this, let's say, Claudio Luigi vibe. But yeah, I really agree. This is nice. I like that. Also, sound design wise, it sounds good. Is this a rough mix master? What is it? Oh, wow, what an ending. I would fade it out a bit or something, you know, it's very like boom, end. Yeah, nice. Fire track, man. So really, really nice. Yeah. If you have a mixed down version or a mastered version, feel free to send it. I like the track. I made this quickly today. Sorry, bro. So you made the track today, or is it? I made that track today. You know, it's low-key good, really good track. But yeah, one day. I made it in one day. Fast master. Yeah. Feel free to send it over, mate. I like the track. Can really see it in my sets. If you had sent it to me maybe 2 weeks earlier, I could have played it in the Tresor West set because it would fit in the sound. But yeah, maybe next time. I made this. I think it's totally crazy how some people are really like these one track a day people. It's crazy. I really need like years for one track. Yeah, sometimes really like this naive way of producing music. You know, when I started doing music, my music was. I'm listening now to stuff I've produced in the past, and just to, let's say, put away the sound or the sound design related topic, because the sound design was really like completely shit, but the ideas, they were much better, you know, in my opinion, in a lot of my tracks. Now I'm still like working a lot on progression of my tracks and like details and everything, and I'm trying to keep it minimalistic in a way, but still with movement and everything, because I like this psychedelic, minimalistic, hypnotic approach in tunes. And I think a minimalistic or a minimalistic production is really underlining this style of music or techno music. But yeah, I don't know, somehow when I started producing, my ideas were much more interesting and experimenting. Nowadays it's getting more, I don't know, like, boring is not the right word, but I don't know. I made much more experiments in the past as a producer. Yeah, nice sounds, local analyst. I really like that. So, I think that's it for today. Yeah. What should I say? Thank you very much to everyone for joining this Feedback Friday again. I really appreciate it, or I really appreciate the activity in the chat today. Very, very nice. And all the contributions. A lot of good tracks. I'm really happy about how what kind of talented people we have here on this live. I really appreciate that as well. There are so many talented artists out there with just no spotlight, and I think we definitely have to push this more. I think that's a good way to push that. Speecher, sorry, you joined a bit too late, mate. Maybe next time a bit earlier, because I'm just really like doing 2 hours. I already like I'm over time now already. So try to do it like this. Put the link. I'm always putting the link for my next up. Always do a day before. So check it out and put your track on top. Even if you are not there at the beginning of the live stream, I will not skip your track. I will just go to the next track if you're not here. And if you join the session, we will do your track as soon as you're here, you know? So maybe next time, next week. So yeah. Yeah, let's keep that short. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Leo Funk, go to sleep, mate. It's very late or early or whatever. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you all again next week for the next Feedback Friday, or maybe on Monday, BSV9. BSV9. It's BSV9. We will do Music Monday on Monday. So again, a chance to check tunes, or let's say talk about recommendations from my side for releases. I've made like a small. I will do it a bit different on Monday. So let's see. I'll try to prepare the tracks from the last week. I've already make a small research, so we will just go through the highlights from last week. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you all again, and I wish you a wonderful night. So bye bye.